Hello guys. Well, today on Joyous Prairies we have another question, and the question is, when is the last time that you indulged yourself? And I don't know about you, but the word indulge has kind of a negative connotation for me. I feel like immediately what comes to mind is like gluttony or, selfishness or something like that, where you feel like what you're doing, you shouldn't be doing, I guess. And, I think of like going out to eat, having, something sweet, chocolate, or buying myself something new or something like that. And so the word indulgence always has had a negative connotation to me. So I wanted to think about this a little bit differently and kind of talk about ways that I have indulged myself, indulged my passion, and how it's developed. So we're going to talk about chickens today. So I'm going to turn you around so you can see, well, I'm sure you can see them walking behind me because they're all over the place. But I'm going to talk about chickens today and how I kind of indulged a passion and where it's gotten me. So I'll turn you around. We'll look at some chickens here. Hopefully that's not upside down. We'll see. So these chickens have been, they were a time that I indulged myself. I was fascinated by the idea of having chickens, and we're gonna have to follow them because they're onto something else. Everything's an emergency for chickens. They're always running around. Oh, they're digging through there's my round bale for my goats, and they need to dig through that. So hopefully they'll just stay put and we'll stand here. And the dog's gonna bark. So these chickens started out as actually just a couple chickens, like 3. And I had them for a little while and then decided, that wasn't enough. I needed to indulge myself and get a rooster so that my hens could raise babies. And those 4 little chickens have turned into this whole thing. I've gotten chicks from other places, ordered them, gotten them from friends. And I breed my own here. We hatch them out of an incubator, or I let my mama hens hatch them. But this has been something that I have really enjoyed, that has given me a lot of, I want to say pleasure. It's really, I enjoy watching them. I like what they are productive. They lay eggs. They provide us with meat. And it's been an indulgence. I could have kept my yard much prettier without the chickens, because they get into everything and they dig up, she wants to bark. They dig up my flower beds. And prior to having the chickens, I had beautiful spotless flower beds. And now they have chicken holes and feathers and poop and all kinds of things in them. And yeah, so I'm walking up to this flower bed here because this used to be really, really good looking, and now it is just a chicken wasteland. But I want us to think about, the ways that we indulge ourselves beyond, the selfish or gluttonous type of indulgence, because we think about like, oh, I'm going to go to my favorite restaurant because I deserve it, or something like that. So 4 chickens turned into about 20 chickens, a couple of goats, 3 goat babies, some ducks, and lots of different things. And it's it's interesting, the progression of it. I have heard people say that chickens are the gateway drug into farming, and I guess I believe that now. First I'm like, no, I'm only going to have 6 chickens and I'm going to leave it at that. But how do you guys, have you indulged yourself? Do you indulge yourself? What's the connotation that the word indulgence gives you? So there's your homework for today. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Live in love out of the way you were created.